Greetings dear clients and subscribers, this is Ison Company with you. In this video, we will review the powerful, ready-to-use Ison RX Pro IP/PoE video surveillance camera system. This is a complete system that includes PTZ cameras. They rotate left and right, up and down. It also features a 3x optical zoom. It has the best Sony sensor, 2K recording resolution, and all the essential technologies, PoE, WDR, 3D and R. We will have a detailed video review where I will tell you about all the interesting features of this system and all its specifications. I will also clearly demonstrate how easily it connects. We'll see how to install the app on a smartphone and how to control it via a computer. Be sure to watch this video in full if you are considering buying a surveillance camera system based on PTZ cameras. This is in fact the main distinguishing feature of these surveillance cameras. They are PTZ cameras. And this feature can be controlled remotely from a phone, tablet or computer. The cameras here rotate 180 degrees and also tilt up and down by 70 degrees. Plus they have a 3x optical zoom built in. And all of this can be controlled remotely from a phone, tablet or computer no matter where you are in the world. These are metal cameras, vandal resistant. Overall they are very powerful and very high quality. They have an IP66 protection rating, are dust and moisture proof, and can withstand temperatures from -60 to +55 degrees. They can withstand any kind of precipitation. Overall, they are universal. You can install them both indoors and outdoors. Of course, the cameras are modern and in color. The cameras come with the most advanced, top-of-the-line Sony sensor. This ensures high image quality and long-lasting camera performance. And these are genuine Sony sensors, not copies or fake replicas from AliExpress, which are very common on the market now. Ison equipment is of premium standard and all equipment comes with a 3-year warranty. Let's talk in general about what a ready-made kit is. A ready-made kit is a set that includes everything you need for these cameras to work. It includes the cameras. It also comes with all the necessary mounting hardware as well as a template for easy installation. There are protective caps included here. The kit also includes 18 meters of cable for each camera. The cable is a twisted pair with pre-installed RG45 connectors. The video surveillance system uses PUI technology, which means power is transmitted through a single cable. So there is no typical problem of having to run a second cable or deal with it at the installation site. There is no need to provide separate power supply units. Here, the entire video surveillance system will be powered by the video recorder. So to connect it, you just need to connect the camera on one end and the video recorder on the other. I will clearly show you how this is done and your whole system will start working. Overall, it should be said that this video surveillance system is designed for self-installation by ordinary users. You don't need to configure IP addresses here and you don't need to crimp cables yourself. If yesterday you didn't even know what a video surveillance system was, today you'll be able to install this system yourself without any problems. Video surveillance cameras, without overpaying any separate installation specialists. People often ask, where are these surveillance cameras installed? Where are they used? They have a very wide range of applications. Essentially, these are universal cameras. They are often installed in private homes where there is a need to monitor the entire perimeter. These are quite cost-effective surveillance cameras because one such camera can replace at least 3 regular cameras. Because it can rotate left, right and up, down. It has a 3x optical zoom, meaning it covers quite a large area. Included in the set, besides the cameras, we also have our own video recorder, of course. Let's take a look at it. On the front panel, we can see 3 indicator lights, a hard drive indicator light, an internet indicator light and a power indicator light. If everything is working properly, these lights will be on or blinking. There's also a USB port here. It's convenient for connecting a mouse or a flash drive to transfer information. On the back side, we can see 4 ports for connecting cameras. Here is the LAN port for connecting to the internet, so you can view video remotely from your phone, tablet or computer. You can also connect your own network, for example, if you have a home or office network. Here are the HDMI and VGA ports for connecting to monitors. I recommend always connecting via HDMI because that way you can view the image in maximum 2K resolution. It is also recommended to use specialized monitors for video surveillance systems. We have them available. On our website, in the Other section, you can also find all Ison brand monitors. They support 2K resolution, so if your goal is to view images in the highest quality in 2K resolution, these monitors are recommended. What else distinguishes monitors for video surveillance systems from regular televisions? A regular TV is hit or miss, sometimes it works fine, sometimes it doesn't. For example, the grid displaying 4 or 8 cameras can appear distorted or misaligned. Sometimes you can fix this in the TV settings, but sometimes you can't. That's why there are specialized monitors that are specifically designed for video surveillance, and with them you never have this problem. Another advantage of surveillance monitors is their longer lifespan. They're built to operate 24/7. There is also an analog input and output for connecting an analog microphone as well as a power connector. Through this connector, both the DVR itself and all the surveillance cameras in the set receive power. Of course, we also have our own power supply unit as well as a control mouse. Here our set includes 4 cameras with a hard drive. In fact, all Ison RX Pro systems are available in versions from 1 to 64 cameras. These are for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 16, 20, 32 and 64 cameras. And all of them are available both with and without a hard drive. A hard drive is a device that is installed inside the video recorder, and it is where the recordings are stored. In configurations without a hard drive, there will be no recording, only live viewing is available. People often ask, can I use a regular computer hard drive? All manufacturers of video surveillance systems always recommend using only hard drives specifically designed for surveillance systems. If you install any other type, keep in mind that the warranty on the equipment will be voided automatically. If you have a hard drive left over from an old surveillance system, yes, you can also install it. Just remember that you must format it beforehand, otherwise recording will not start. If you purchase a system with a hard drive included, you don't need to format or install anything. It will already be installed, formatted, and completely ready to use. We are also often asked, how long will the archive last with the standard hard drive? The standard drive is always 1 terabyte. Here we have a system with 4 cameras, a standard 1 terabyte hard drive, and a 4-camera SNRX Pro system. That's enough for about a week of continuous recording and 2 to 3 weeks of motion-triggered recording. The surveillance cameras here come with powerful night infrared illumination up to 30 meters. And this night illumination is implemented using modern infrared IK LED diodes, not the old outdated R5 diodes, which have the problem of burning out by the end of the first year of use. The cameras here also feature the most advanced technologies, WDR and 3D-NR. These are technologies without which buying surveillance cameras is just money wasted. Because no matter where you install your surveillance camera, several times a day you'll encounter situations where sunlight hits the lens or, on the contrary, a shadow falls across it. And surveillance cameras without WDR technology will be ineffective at such times. That is, faces in the frame will appear black, license plates will be black and unreadable. Here, there is a technology that solves this problem. And this is the original WDR technology, not a copy or a fake replica from AliExpress, which now makes up more than half of the entire surveillance camera market. In other words, unscrupulous makeshift Chinese manufacturers claim that their cameras have WDR or DWDR technology. In reality, it's either implemented incorrectly or simply not present at all. And the problem of overexposed footage is not solved for you in any way. Here, I repeat, it is the original real WDR technology that is used. This camera also features 3D-NR technology, which is a technology that reduces noise, meaning graininess during night shooting. These cameras are also smart, with a built-in motion sensor that can be adjusted for sensitivity. You can set the area where the motion sensor will trigger. This is convenient in cases where, for example, a dog enters the frame. You can also set up notifications on your smartphone when the motion sensor is triggered. This system also features Ison on technology, which ensures that settings are not lost when the power goes out. This is a common problem with many video surveillance systems when there is a power outage. Sometimes all your settings get reset, including options like the motion sensor. Remote viewing from smartphones, for example, would have to be set up again. We are often asked what other accessories are most commonly purchased with the Ison RX Pro system. If the installation is outdoors, then regular junction boxes are used. For standard surveillance cameras, there are mounting bases available for attaching the cameras. But these cameras are special. They are mounted on a swivel stand, so mounting bases for cameras are not made for them. Therefore, for sealing the connectors during outdoor installation, this is the only thing used. Accordingly, you need to purchase regular junction boxes. They are also available on our website in the other section. It is also recommended to connect the surveillance system to an uninterruptible power supply right away to protect it from voltage fluctuations. This could be caused by any nearby thunderstorm. Video surveillance is low voltage equipment. HD is always 12 volts, IP is always 48 or 52 volts. And low voltage equipment always burns out much more easily and much faster during voltage fluctuations compared to regular household appliances like a TV or a refrigerator. That's why it's recommended to install an uninterruptible power supply right away. People often ask if it's possible to use computer UPS units or stabilizers for boilers. It is recommended to use specialized uninterruptible power supplies for video surveillance systems. These are also available on our website in the other section. There are cheaper options and more expensive ones. Uninterruptible power supplies for video surveillance systems always have a voltage surge protection option. Plus they have their own batteries so that your equipment continues to work during a power outage. Accordingly, there are cheaper options. The system will run for a shorter time during a power outage. There are more expensive options with 4 batteries. If your goal is to maximize the operating time of your video surveillance system during a power outage. Routers are also often purchased for working with internet provided at the site via a SIM card. If you have a regular wired internet connection, then you don't need this option. If your internet at the site is provided via a SIM card, you need a specialized video surveillance system that works with dynamic IP addresses with IP addresses assigned through 3rd generation or 4th generation internet. In this case, our video recorder supports this type of operation. To connect, you will need a USB modem with a SIM card and a specialized router. They are also available on our website in the other section. We are often asked if you can use your own router. If you already have your own router at your site, you can connect it and give it a try. With third-party routers that are not specialized for video surveillance and do not have special firmware, the situation is about 50-50. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it works with interruptions. The app may simply not load. Sometimes it loads on the 10th try, sometimes it crashes constantly. These are typical conflicts between routers and video recorders. Specialized routers for video surveillance systems do not have this problem. If you have your own router, I repeat, you can connect it and try it out. If you don't have your own router and you are going to buy a new one anyway, we recommend purchasing a specialized one for video surveillance right away. Now I will show you how easy it is to connect and set up the Ison RX Pro video surveillance system. We take any camera and here we connect it to the PoE port. The second power connector here will not be used. It is only used in cases when the camera is connected not via PoE. For example, to some old video recorder. Our system is modern, it works via PoE. On the other end, we connect the same cable to the corresponding port. All the other cameras are connected in exactly the same way. Here we can see that the power supply is already connected and a mouse is connected via the USB port. We will also connect it to the monitor using an HDMI cable. An HDMI cable is never included with the video surveillance system because it always comes with the monitor. Accordingly, if you purchase a monitor along with your video surveillance system, the HDMI cable will be included in the monitor's box. If you already have your own TV or monitor, there will also be an HDMI cable included with it. If it's already in use or for some reason you don't have one, you can get it separately. You can also purchase an HDMI cable on our website in the other section. They are available in lengths from 1 to 30 meters. Here we connect the HDMI plug to the back, connect it to the monitor, and I will also immediately connect the video surveillance system to the internet. This is not mandatory, it's only necessary if you want the option of remote viewing from your phone. Even without this option, your video surveillance will still work. You will be able to control your cameras through the video recorder or via your home computer. If you want to control them from your phone, tablet, or computer from anywhere in the world, then accordingly your video surveillance system needs to be connected to the internet. For this, we simply take a regular patch cord. They also never come included with the video surveillance kit because they are included with routers. Accordingly, if you have your own router, you also have a patch cord included. If you purchase a router separately for your video surveillance system, it will also be included in the box. If for some reason you don't have one, you can simply buy it separately as well. Here we connect the patch cord to the network port. On the other end, we connect the patch cord to the router.
Now let's take a look at the DVR control menu. Here we need to select the language. Here the system prompts us to enter the password. The default password on all the DVRs is Ison12345. Click login here and we need to check the time. Check the time zone to match the current time zone. Click next. This is the network settings of the DVR. This is necessary if you immediately connect the recorder to your network. Here are the network settings for all cameras. Click Next. All hard disks will be displayed here. Hard disks should be used with SATA 2 SATA 3 connectors for video surveillance systems. Click Next. Here the system prompts us to change the password and ask control questions. We will not do it now. Click Exit. All our cameras are displayed here. You can move the mouse, and here we have hints and quick menu items. For example, PDZ is for rotating cameras. Zoom button, that is zooming in on the footage. Here you can enable audio that supports your surveillance cameras, which you connect such. 2 times click the mouse to expand the window to full screen. Also click twice to go back. Right-click to open the menu. Here, for example, you can customize the display of the number of cameras you want. Let's click to exit full screen mode in order to see the main menu. There are a lot of different functions and settings here. I will show you the main ones that you will probably use. On the top, we have the main buttons. Here we have now open view mode. On the left, CCTV cameras. Here respectively display. Also customize as you need. Here is the button archive here. Select the desired camera on the left. Select the date on the calendar. Below displays the selected day from 0 to 24 hours. Here you can display only motion recording. You can speed up the video. Then in the search section, you can save the information to a USB flash card before you need to insert it into any USB port of the recorder. Also select the surveillance camera. Select the date. Click on the button to save the video to a USB flash drive. Here are all the same settings that we have already seen. There are also additional settings, such as user settings. Here you can create several users so that then you can keep track of who went into the menu recorder and what did with the system. Here is a system of alerts about different events. Also all standard can be configured. Here network settings. On the P2P tab you can configure the option to view the image from a smartphone. There is also an email tab here. In this item you can configure email notifications that triggered the motion sensor. Here are the camera settings that we have already seen, and also WASD menu settings. For example, you can specify the names for each camera. Here are the recording settings for each camera. In this item you can choose how to record your CCTV cameras constantly, by motion sensor or by schedule. We recommend that all our customers immediately put all CCTV cameras in motion sensor recording mode. Here is the DVR maintenance button. You can use it to get basic information and also to update the device. In the upper right corner there is also a button to turn off and restart the DVR.
Now I will show you how to install and set up the application on your smartphone for remote viewing. The instructions are absolutely the same for all Apple devices, meaning on iPhone 10, 15, 16, it's all exactly the same, as well as for all Google devices and all Android devices. It's all absolutely the same. Download the app through the App Store or Google Market called BitVision. You enter the BitVision app, click on the 3 lines in the top left. Here, click on Login. Now, click on First, Login. And here you click on the registration button. Complete the registration. It's a fairly simple registration. You need to provide your email, password, nothing to worry about. I am already registered. After you have registered, click on the Login button. Click on the 3 lines again. Go to the Device Manager. And here in the bottom right, you click on the plus sign. 3 options are offered for how to add your video recorder. The simplest option is to click the bottom item, LAN Search. This means that a network search will be performed automatically. Here, my video recorder is displayed immediately. I click on it. Here we need to enter the device name. You can specify something arbitrary, for example, home. The username is always admin, in lowercase. And the password. Here, enter the one you specified during initial registration, that is, the password. From your video recorder, I see the camera display. And let's go through the main settings. I can double-click on the camera to display 4 cameras at once. Similarly, setup. All the cameras connected to your video recorder. I can rotate the phone 90 degrees to display the camera in full screen. I can pinch to zoom in on the image for software zoom, rotating the phone back. There are also quick buttons below the screen. The first is to take a screenshot. The second is to record video online right now. Next, this button allows you to listen to the audio from the surveillance camera.
The following button displays a certain number of cameras you want to show at once. I will leave it at 1 for now. The BD button is for switching modes. Right now we clicked on HD and can see how the quality has changed, meaning we are viewing in maximum quality and can see how clear the image has become. By default, BD is set for traffic saving, so you see the situation and understand what is happening. If you want to view this moment in maximum detail, you click on HD. Below, there are also playback, close, and share buttons. I will show you the main feature that you will use, which is viewing. Click on the 3 lines in the top left, and here select playback. Here, you also select the camera that will be connected, and at the bottom, a bar will appear, and you simply swipe with your finger to choose the event you want to view. For example, you see that yesterday at there was some movement at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you just swipe your finger here, and automatic playback starts. That is, in this way you can not only view the image online from your phone, but also see what happened. You can quickly send this information to your phone to take it to law enforcement or do something else with this information.